Y'all come in, come in, come in, come in. I'm just waiting and giving everybody the opportunity to come in. I hope that I'm on. I'm giving everybody the opportunity to get the notification and come in. Be quiet, Rams. And just because my Wi-Fi wants to act up. Y'all hurry up and come in. I got some information. Justice for Dolph, y'all. Justice for young Dolph. I'm giving everybody the opportunity to come in. Justice for young Dolph, y'all. Justice for young Dolph. Justice for young Dolph. I'm giving everybody the opportunity to come in. Put them dolphin signs in the chat. Put the dolphin signs in the chat. When I tell y'all something gonna happen, y'all better know it's gonna happen, okay? Justice for young Dolph. Y'all put them dolphins in the chat. This is for young Dolph. Put them dolphin signs in the chat. I'm waiting for some more. I'm waiting for everybody to come in. I know people are gonna piggyback off of this. I don't even give a damn. I don't even care. I was downtown today because I had to go to court. And I got this information. Justice for Dolph, y'all. Justice for young Dolph. That's all I got to say. Justice for young Dolph. Justice for put them dolphin signs in the chat and put them hearts in the chat. God is real. God is real. I just got word, y'all, that somebody was just indicted. I know who it was. I just can't say their name, but y'all gonna hear it on the news. Somebody was just indicted in connection with the Young Dolph's case. Another person was indicted. I told y'all, when I tell you it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I just got word. It ain't even hit the news yet. They got one. They got another one. Justice for young Dolph, y'all. Y'all put them dolphin signs in the chat. The feds just got somebody. The feds just arrested somebody else. Justice for Dolph, y'all. I told y'all. Justice for Dolph. Keep young Dolph's family in y'all's prayers. I wish I could go into it deeper, but I told y'all that it was coming. And I felt obligated and I feel emotional because I had been saying that it was going to happen, because I had been told that it was going to happen. And this person that was just indicted, I'm told this, I was just told that the feds got him. I was just told that. Okay. I was just told that, no, not Bankroll Freddie. No, it ain't got nothing to do with Bankroll Freddie or any of them. No. That's something completely different than the Dolph's case. Bankroll Freddie and them. This is somebody else. This is somebody else, you guys. I was just told. When I was downtown, I had to go to court this morning. And I was downtown. Person saw me and said, "I got something to tell you, girl." She was like, I'm gonna call you and tell you." She just called me. She said the feds just got somebody else just indicted. No, not Big Unc. Big Unc them ain't got nothing to do with Dolph's case. I mean, Big Unc them got their own stuff going on. It ain't that has nothing to do with the murder of young Dolph. Okay. People can, think whatever they want to, but I just kind of listen to the people that know. But it ain't Big Moochie Grape, it ain't Big Unc, it ain't Bankroll Freddie, it ain't none of them. None of them got nothing to do with Dolph's murder, as far as I know. Okay. Y'all don't know. This is a release to me, simply because I want to see Dolph's family get justice. I want to see his family get justice. What they did to young Dolph, and I'm getting extremely emotional. It was just evil on so many levels and heinous in nature. And then I think about all of the attacks. I was in court today. All of the attacks that they put these trolls on this internet to come at people that was simply trying to get the truth out. You know, because if everybody is on the internet vlogging, why attack other people because they don't believe what you believe or because they know differently? You know, long live young Dolph. And the feds, it ain't got a damn thing to do with me or no other vlogger. It's got everything to do with the feds being the fucking best. Okay? They simply the best. Even me and my investigative training and skills can't go up against that. Okay? And that's just one. Can y'all imagine what's getting ready to happen? If they can indict that person, what else is getting ready to happen? It's a domino effect. Long live young Dolph. Now, hopefully, my message would be to a lot of these young dudes, okay? Work hard and allow God to lead you. Don't let nobody send you out to ruin somebody else's life or your life. Okay? Because what they did was they ruined young Dolph's life, they ruined young Dolph's family's life, and ultimately ruin their own life. My grandmother used to always say the devil would mess himself up trying to mess you up, and y'all heard it here first because it ain't even hit the news media yet. Okay? I was told that this was going to happen back in August, and it didn't happen. But I just got a call that it just happened. It just happened. So y'all be looking, y'all will see who it is when it hit the news, because it is going to. Okay? It is going to. Long live young Dolph. Long live young Dolph. No attack. I was in court today because of the harassments, because of me and my attorney, because of the attacks, because of the hacks on my computer, and it still ain't stop a damn thing. A lot of these people that claim they for young Dolph been hired by these very people that put the hit on him. Okay? But that's not my plight. That's my attorney and for my investigators that's working my case. And in the hands of God. But it didn't matter what I said or didn't say. I had always said young Dolph was going to get justice. I had always said it. And it's still just the beginning. It's still just the beginning. But I was just told, I just received a phone call, y'all, that somebody was just indicted. Okay? That the feds just picked them, just got them. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. And I kind of fought with myself on if I should put it out or whatever. The only thing I can say is wait for. They told me who it was, but I want you all to wait and let the news media put the names and stuff out. You know, I'm in court now fighting some stuff from being harassed and violated and all of that. So long live Dolph. Long live Dolph. Long live young Dolph. And if it was about getting views and money, I don't make my money off of YouTube. So I had always said I wasn't going to crawl into no barrels. Okay? But just send prayers out to young Dolph's family, to his children, to because it's still just the beginning. It's still just the beginning. And I feel emotional because you get on here to tell the truth and you have people to violate you, to hack your computer, to slander your name, to threaten to take your life. It still didn't stop me because I can't be stopped. And if I have to spend every dime that I got in the bank, they know how much I got because they hacked. That's what I'll do to ensure that no motherfucker will ever violate me because they've been paid to try and derail the truth. And they think that they could violate me and get away with it. And I don't give a damn how much they've been getting paid by them niggas that took Dolph out. They got bigger fish to fry because they next. Okay? They next. But I had been saying that it was coming when people were sitting, I'm saying, she don't know what she talking about. I knew it. Hell, nobody on the outside could tell me anything when I got a connection with them folks right downtown. I work with them people. You think the people that's doing the paperwork, that's preparing paperwork for them indictments, that's working with them grand jurors and shit, y'all think they don't know? You think I'm gonna listen to somebody that don't know and not the people that's in the inside that do know? That's why I stood 10 toes down. That's why I stood 10 toes down. But I just got the call that another person was just picked up by the feds in connection with this young Dolph's murder. I just got the call. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all send up prayers to young Dolph's family. And let me just say this. It don't make me feel good to see nobody going down. You know why? Because I hate that young Dolph is gone. I hate that, I hate all of this that happened. I hate all of it. But young Dolph can't go get up out the grave. His kids can never see him again. And for what? It's messed up, y'all. It is. It's messed up. It's messed up. And for people to, when people get through, and she don't know who it is, I know exactly who it is. I know exactly who it is. Long live young Dolph. Crime don't pay. Give it up for the FBI. Give it up for the DEA. I got a friend that work over there with the DEA. Okay? Talk to them every single day. Give it up for them. Because they the GOAT. They did the damn thing. They still doing it. Give it up for Memphis police investigators. Okay? A shout out to the chief because she believed in working with the feds. She ain't got no ego. When you partner with the feds, they have unlimited resources and unlimited money. I told y'all he couldn't lose. He can't lose. And it's just the beginning. When people were sitting up talking about Memphis police is corrupt, I've worked with several of those investigators, to include Tony um, Mullins when he was a sergeant. Tony has always been a good guy. Always. I got an auntie that working. I'm not gonna say which bureau she work in because I don't need nobody messing with my damn auntie, but she's tough. Them folks work around the damn clock to ensure, partner with the feds to ensure that this boy get justice. That's why nobody, when they get to sending me them emails and talk about this, and that, you can't tell me nothing because I already knew. I just did not buy into anything else. When you know the truth, you just know it. When I ask somebody as it relates to straight drop them that works in the DA's office, that handle that paperwork with them indictments, I said, did they do that? Did Cornelius them do that? She said, you damn right they did it. That's why I never wavered and never stood down. That's why I kept saying, I don't know how they're gonna get out of it, y'all. I don't know how they're gonna get out of it. Okay. Merk, don't come, don't start no shit. Merk, don't come in here with no mess now. I ain't block you. Don't come in here with no mess. We talk about justice for Doll. Yeah, but and you're right. She have been working down there for over 30 years. One of the best. Get ready to be promoted again. I got an auntie that's got that's TA'd. She works for the administrative part, but she's been temporarily assigned over in the mayor's office working for him. Because they send some officers over there to the mayor's office. I'm proud of my aunts. Those are my dad's sisters. They make me very proud. Long live young Dolph. Joel 2 and 25. I will restore to you the years that the locust hath eaten, the cankerworm and the caterpillar and the palmer worm, my great army which I sent amongst you. I love that scripture, Joy loves God. And I also love the scripture. God says, when I get them back for what they did, you're going to see me get them back. That's one of my favorite scriptures. That's why I quote it every time I'm on here. That's why I say you ain't really got, you ain't really got to do nothing but pray and put it in the hands of God, because he says when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. What they did to young Dolph was senseless. It was evil. It was heinous in nature. And then you have a bunch of niggas that get their funky asses on here and know damn well they've been hired by the people that did this to him. And try and derail the truth. But the reason why I never got mad is because I always said it don't matter what they say on here. It don't change the investigation. People can get on here and say what they want to. It ain't gonna change the investigation. One of my aunts was looking at something one night on here and said, "Ooh, baby girl, I'm almost beginning to wonder, is it worth it?" I said, "Ain't nobody gonna run me off YouTube, auntie." She said, "Ooh, it's some evil spirits. Is it worth it?" He gonna get justice, but is it worth it for you? Talk about something else. I said, I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about, auntie. because I have that right without being violated. Okay? And everybody else have that right without being violated. But justice for young Dolph, y'all. Justice for young Dolph. And it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Had my computer hacked, my emails hacked. Been constantly having to spend money. Somebody had put a key on my computer. Do y'all hear me? A logger key. Where they can log in anytime they want to. Constantly having to spend out money to other investigators for them to find stuff. That's one reason why I was in court today. Them niggas think they ain't get ready to be got. All because they didn't want me to put the truth out, and it didn't change nothing. People say what they want to say on here. But people have an agenda when they, hey, it's all good. Okay, it's all good. But y'all, I wish oh God, I want to say the name so bad, but the feds just got him. And I want to say something else, but I can't do it. Thank you, Sabrina. Justice for Doll. Justice for young Doll. That's what I'm gonna say about that. And the reason why I'm not saying the name is because I have to get word back and see what that atmosphere is gonna be as far as that person that they just got. I don't know if they're gonna cooperate. I don't know. But I just know somebody they was just got, and I wouldn't want to. I'm not in. I can't do that. But I hope they do. Because according to the person that I just talked to, it seems like they're gonna they might do what's right. Praise God. So it's gonna be a domino effect. But I can't talk too much about that. I told y'all. I got word when Doo-Wop, what's his name? Boo-Wop. What's the guy name that was arrested for the Covington murder? What was his name? Big Wop. Is his name Big Wop or something? I can't think of his name. I told y'all. Okay. I told you. I was told that they was charged. Player code. I was just told that they was charged, that the feds got them. I told y'all when Big Wop or whatever his name, I was downtown at 201 on a Friday, and that same person came up to me and said, "Girl, let's get ready to be an indictment." And I was down there to pick up an assignment, and I was in a rush. I was like, "For real?" It was like, "It's get ready to be it." It's that's connected some kind of way to the Young Dolph's case. I was running. I was like, "Oh wow." I left there. That boy was indicted. We saw it on the news that Monday. I got on here that Friday night, and I said, I was told y'all it's get ready to be an indictment. That's what I was told. And then it happened that Monday. I was told back in August that it was getting ready to be some more indictments. As a matter of fact, it was supposed to happen at the end of August. It didn't happen. I said, "Oh well, I don't know." That's what I was told. That's right, y'all. Get the likes up. See, I could have did went into my members group and put this in the members group. As a matter of fact, I might just put the name in the members group. Maybe I do. Well, I have to see first. I know. Well, no, I told I can't do that. I told him I have to wait. I have to wait. So don't even worry about that. I have to wait. I'm a woman of my word. I told them I will wait. I'm gonna wait. No, TN. No, not that surprised. No, I can't say that. She asked me, "Are y'all gonna be surprised?" No, not at all. Davy said, "Is the other side involved?" See, I'm gonna just say this, Davy. I know a lot of people, and I'm just talking about like everybody had their difference of, um, y'all, um, get D Charles Barbara out of here. I'm sure they making fake pages now because they mad. You know how that anger comes up and people start wanting to kill because they feel like you've gotten information that they did not get. Block them, okay? Block them because that lunatic spirit is coming out of some people. And I think they might be going into a rage, okay? Whoever it is. So go ahead and start blocking them. Go ahead and start blocking them. Hold on, y'all. My phone is ringing again. Hold on. All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. Possibly. I think so. I believe that he probably is. I can't be positive about it, but I believe that he is. Y'all put those dolphin signs in the chat. I am. I'm gonna hold my tongue. I am. I'm holding my tongue. I don't know if he's talking or not. I don't know. It could be anybody. You have to understand that the police chief said from the very start. What did she say? She said that the police chief said that they had witness. She said it's fast moving, and they had witnesses. Okay, that was working with them from the very start, that knew exactly what happened. So it could be anybody. And investigations, it's one thing for somebody. See, what a lot of people don't know is it's one thing for somebody to tell you something. It's another thing to prove it. When people start telling you something, what the police have to do is go about proving it, getting evidence and things of that nature. They can't just go and, you know, hey, they can't just go and just pick up somebody just because you say it, because they'll lose in court. Okay. So that's why I kept telling y'all, I was like, y'all, it's a process. Let the system work. It's a process. It's a process. I kept saying it's a process, y'all. It's a process. Let them folks do their job because they are doing their job. And here's the thing. I just want to say this to whoever is watching. It don't make me feel good to know that anybody is going to be going away for life, or anybody for it don't make me feel good about nothing. I hate that young Dolph lost his life, but this represents something bigger to me. And what people have to understand is it wasn't about me solving. I would look like a damn fool talk about I'm solving the young Dolph's case. I never got on here to do that because I understood he already had a dream team. My message has always been, y'all, that we got to do better in our community. Stop sending. We gotta stop. What's the word I'm looking for? We gotta we gotta if there are younger people and we don't know what homes and stuff they came out of, y'all. We can't send them out to do dirt. Thank you, the truth. We can't send them out to do that. The only thing I can say, truth, is you're not gonna be surprised. Well, Big Moochie Grape is it ain't got nothing. It's not Big Moochie Grape. If Big Moochie Grape is indicted, he's indicted on something that he did on something completely different from the Dolph's case. Because I've told y'all from day one, I ain't never heard nobody mention nobody in pre, not even to include Daddy O. None of them. I've never heard that any of them was involved in the Young Dolph's case. If they got something else going on outside of the Young Dolph's case, hey, because they in the street, that could be very well true. But as it relates to the Young Dolph's murder itself, their names have never come up to me from credible sources. Just like when people was mad because they, about people had their, opinion about the cookie shop or whatever. Nobody has ever implicated, not a credible source has never implicated the cookie shop to me. I can't say the cookie shop was involved because nobody credible that would know has ever told me that the cookie shop was involved. That's just they never have. Young Dolph is the GOAT. Shout out to Young Dolph um for the blueprint that he left behind. Shout out to Young Dolph for the blueprint that he left behind. He'll never be forgotten. He'll always be Memphis. Always. He'll always be Memphis. I think about, I don't know why I'm so emotional. You ride around Castelia and you see like how impoverished a lot of those, how impoverished Castelia is. with a lot of the houses and stuff. And you had somebody like young Dolph that took it upon himself to learn the recipe and then not be selfish about it and come back to the hood to try and make other dudes, little young dudes from around that way, just to try to make them millionaires too. What in the hell is wrong with our people when we want to take folks out that's helping our community, that's helping the community? It's enough out there for everybody. I promise you. That's why I say I ain't gonna get into no barrels and start fighting with nobody. I'm not. I'm not going to. I'm just going to use what's accessible to me when I'm violated, and that's the law. Because I'm not for to fight, get in no barrels and fight with nobody. I especially ain't gonna be fighting with no men. That's the men that I grew up around with, around, they didn't fight women, not even physically. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put the truth out here as I know it and live my life. And my message has always been to our people: we gotta wake up. What is going on in our community? Okay, what's going on in our community? Well, we ain't got no issues with sending out little young dudes to go destroy lives. And in the process, they destroy their own lives. Y'all, what's going on? All for some money? Because people ain't trying to control their jealousy anymore. Jealousy is the most deadly, jealousy is the most dangerous emotion that anybody could ever have, because it gives birth to everything evil. And ain't nobody trying to control that devil no more. She thinks she better than me. We gonna put a hit on her. She got information before I did. We gonna kill her. He flexing. He got more money than me. I'ma kill him. That's what's going on in our community. And then we have the nerve to sit up and talk about white police officers don't treat black people right, when black people treating other black people worse than any white police officer ever could. Y'all, it's messed up. It ain't nowhere in hell that I'm going to sit up and say that somebody is a success. I don't care how much money they have attained. And they sending destruction back to the black community. I can't do that. And what's even more hurtful, a lot of these black men and women, because it's a lot of women that's in this ring that's on YouTube hacking. These women flat foot hacking and stealing information and going getting credit cards and stuff in y'all's names. Y'all don't hear me talk a lot about it because the FBI on it. But we got to wake up in our community, y'all. We do. We hate what we see when we look in the mirror. And not all of us. But it's a lot of us. As big as YouTube is, I had never seen the like before. As big as YouTube is, a lot of people thought that they can hop on YouTube and own YouTube. A white investigator laughed it was almost embarrassing to me. He said, fucking on YouTube. It was almost embarrassing. It was so funny to him because I know in his head he was saying these motherfuckers ain't nothing but crabs in a fucking barrel. These niggas. I know he was saying that in his head. These niggas think that they can own YouTube instead of staying in their lane, doing whatever it is that they do. Don't worry about nobody else. But they think they can own YouTube. That's the sickness of our people. As big as YouTube is. Okay. All the breaking news is I was just told that somebody was just picked up, was just indicted on the Young Dolph's case. I went to court today, and I was stopped, and I was told when I got home they ran it down to me, and I jumped right on here. Oh, they said look, Cam got arrested too. So justice for him if he was just arrested. That's right, Demon. God is the real stepper for real. And you know that God is the real stepper. God is the real hitter. So my message would be to a lot of these little dudes, when they want to pay y'all to be their hitters and stuff, don't do it. Your life is over. Your life is over. Because see, what happens is when they want to pay you to be their hitter, they saying, I'm too good. They too good. They can't go out and put and hit whoever it is that they want you to go hit. They can't do that. Because they saying they got to live their life. They got to floss and flex and lie and flodge and be out for their kids. And then you're going to be inside away from your kids for the rest of your life. But long live young dog. And it ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just repeating what I was just told. This was going to happen anyways, regardless to whether I said anything or not. It was going to happen. Because them folks was already on their job. They was already about their business. I told y'all in the very beginning that I was told, and that's the reason why I kept saying it. Be careful now. They had started hiring people because they knew how some of these, whoever it is that's involved, they knew that the feds was on their ass. So they started, some of these folks would do anything for a damn penny. They was hiring vloggers to get on here to find witnesses so that they could intimidate them and harm them. Okay. That's because the feds have been on Dolph's case like white on rice. I told y'all, I said it from the start. I said, ain't nobody getting away with this. I said, ain't nobody getting away with this, y'all. And ain't nobody getting away with it. And I don't ever want to take the credit for nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with me, period. I ain't solved the Dolph's case because I couldn't solve it if I wanted to. I ain't had the evidence that and I ain't had the contact with the witnesses that the FBI and MPD investigators and the DEA have. That's them. That's why I say they the GOATs. And regardless of whether I vlogged about it or not, it was going to be the same outcome. Justice. Okay? Wow. I'm going to drop the link. And anybody want to come up and talk about Dolph, y'all can. And here's the thing about that. Like, I'm so happy right now. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just block you. That's all. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to say a prayer for you and block you if you come up here trolling. And let God deal with you. God is just in the blessing business. So I just dropped the link. Anybody want to come up and talk about Dolph can. We're talking about young Dolph. Okay. We're talking about young Dolph. Hold on, I'm trying to see if it can hit the news yet. Not yet. I don't see it. Yeah, I just dropped the link. If anybody want to come up and talk about Young Dolph, you can talk about him. I said I wasn't gonna be on long. I said that I wasn't. I was just gonna get on here and say that. And that's that. Turn your camera on, Ricardo, so I can see your face, and then you can turn it back off. I want to see you in the back studio. Okay. Okay, I see you. You can turn it on.
I just was wondering, like, why do you guys without feel some sort of relief when you guys hear that they're picking up other people, arresting other people, when we know they could arrest a million people if they want. The one person that's responsible is Yo Gotti. That's all I had to say. Like, let's be honest. Like, we know that's the person that really did this.
Well, hey,
Like, if we look at all the evidence of every time that Young Dolph was shot at, every single person that did it came from Gotti's camp. So I think we would all be very foolish to think that it came from anybody else other than him. Having said that, like I said, every single person that's getting arrested, those are all just pawns. We know who ordered this hit and who paid for it.
Hey, I respect you. That's all I can say. I respect you, Ricardo. D-Dog, turn your camera on so I can see your face in the back studio. Okay, hon, I see you. You can turn it off if you like. Okay. How you doing, D-Dog?
Hey, I'm good. Hey, but I had a question though. Didn't Black Youngster do a video at Young Dolph grave site?
Yeah, he did.
Alright, so like I was just talking about this the other day. So that either means like one or two things. Either him and Young Dolph had a connection, like they was really fucking, like they was beefing, and then they started fucking with each other hard, and ain't nobody know about it. Or either two, the music industry is just that fucked up to the point to where they don't got no respect for nothing, and they just pulling up on anything and just doing anything nowadays.
Yeah, and here's the thing that really upsets me. First of all, that was tacky. You know, whatever issues that Black Youngster had with Dolph, even if he didn't care about him being killed, you know that, or you know, not,
See, but I like
even
Black
if he didn't,
Youngster. So the thing is,
he should not have put that into the atmosphere, because number one, Black Youngster, whether he wants to know a Black Youngster and the rest of them, whether they know it or not, they have a responsibility to the communities that help to make them rich. And a lot of these kids already are not being raised right, because a lot of them have parents that are on drugs and things of that nature. So they're looking up to a lot of these rappers, unfortunately. So if they're putting that into the atmosphere, you got an issue with somebody, you just go kill them. I mean, they ain't got nobody at home telling them that ain't right. So they're helping to mess up our community.
and Tamara, this another thing, Miss T. All these rappers dying in November, it got me thinking, like, is these rappers even really dead? Because it's too much stuff going on. Like, Takeoff died in November. Who else died in November? That's like a famous rapper.
A Young Dolph,
Dolph.
King Von, Mo3.
So all of these people done been put through, like, it seemed like a ritual or something. That's what it seemed like.
And with the way that the industry is, you never know. It's extremely sadistic. You know, even if it's just, you know, with the way that some people think, it's killing somebody just because it's sadistic.
So let me ask you this: do you really think that these rappers are really dead, or do you think they Tupac and Shakur and like
And
not really
I think
dead?
they're dead. I do. I believe that they're dead. I know the ones. I know the ones in Memphis dead, and the reason I know that is because I worked for the police department for almost 20 years, and I know the people that work there. They dead. The ones in Memphis, I believe all of them, but I know the ones in Memphis are.
Oh, okay. How long you been working for the police department? I didn't
I
know that.
I worked there for almost 20 years.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, how old was Dolph when he died?
36.
36.
36.
Okay, I see you, Valerie. I'm gonna let you up.
Okay. Hi, Miss
What's
Tamara.
up, V?
Salute, salute. Hi.
Salute.
How you doing, V?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Did you want to weigh in on this breaking news with Young Doll?
Yes. So I was thinking about what he was saying. Why is it as every year now, as soon as November hits, like even if no one gets murdered, before that, it's always November. Oh shit. Oh my God.
It said D-Dog's device
Am I
disconnected.
still on here?
Yeah, you're still on here. I think
I thought
D-Dog's
that was
device
off.
disconnected.
Sorry. So yes, I was saying, why is it always November? Like, have you ever thought about that?
I think it's just I think it happens. I don't think they really care what month, because you
That
think about FBG Duck, he died in what, June? P what's his name? P Rock. What was the guy's name?
PNB Rock.
Rock.
Yeah,
He
then he
died September 12th, I think. September 12th.
okay.
But what I'm trying to say is they get killed in other months, but I'm saying why November never passes. It never, like November will never skip. Like it always has to be someone in November. It could be other months too, but November will never skip. The other months do.
Why? Because Christmas is coming up. The hitters need the money
It's
then.
always before Thanksgiving that someone always gets murdered in the industry. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's always before Thanksgiving.
It definitely seems like it's for I said, and this is just my opinion. It could be because around the holidays, a lot of celebrities, it seems everybody, not just celebrities, are much more laxed. They're with their families, they're in a giving mood, they're out with the community, giving out. A lot of them, if they are charitable, they're out giving out, like Dolph was, turkeys and things of that nature. People
So you're saying they expose
understand it's
themselves
kind of
more.
different. Right,
They're exposing themselves more.
right.
Got you.
Right. And I had another question that I was thinking about last night was in the takeoff. How is it that the chief of police in Houston got on the television and said that, there was 40 people, whatever at the private party. He's, looking for witnesses or someone to come forward, to tell what happened, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then days later, Jay Prince Sr. put out, "You can't hide behind me, you can't stand behind me, this, like insinuating that he knew who the person was. So what I'm trying to say is, how is he on there insinuating who he knows the police
Your
on
phone,
TV
your
talking
phone
about,
messing up.
there's no witnesses, we need someone to come forward.
He
Sorry.
said that. Well, a lot of the witnesses, they said, have been threatened, and so they're really not talking.
Mm-hmm.
You have to think about, that was an intimate party. So if they was invited, it was because one of them, the Prince guys, invited them.
Right. I'm just saying, like, how is he able to go to social media and insinuate that he knows the person that did it? Because he's like, you can't hide behind me, but then they're still looking for someone to come forward. It just, the 2 and 2 just don't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's true. I agree.
I mean, to answer your question, ma'am, I'm gonna be honest. I think that he can go on post social media. He can say whatever he want. He can't get in trouble just for saying that.
Right. But I thought that's where, like, investigators and stuff, they take to people's social accounts and, you know, they check on that stuff when there's like a crime and they're trying to figure out what's going on. I thought that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Say that again for me, Valerie. You said what now? Say it again.
I said I thought the police and private like investigators and, you know, I thought they take to people's social media and they go, you know, research and check up on that stuff to see what a person's doing and, you know, what's
Yeah,
going
they
on.
do. But
So,
you know, as far as if you're talking about J. Prince Sr. saying that, you know, just because he's, I mean, I don't know if that wouldn't be enough to arrest him.
Exactly.
no, I'm not saying for him to get arrested. But wouldn't you go question the person that's putting out there that they couldn't hide and run behind? Wouldn't you go to that person and be like, hey, you know, you put this, so, you know, what's going on? Like, what happened? Because you're insinuating you know what happened. Like someone told you something.
Right. I don't know if at this point, if they would just automatically go and question J. Prince Sr. and the reason for that, and they could have, but he wasn't there. I'm sure Junior has been, but since Senior wasn't there, you know, I don't know if they would automatically go and question him. But I'm almost sure that Junior has been, because he was there, because he was on the video.
Correct.
We already know that Junior would be the person that if they was gonna press anybody that would get pressed, because he was right there. He saw what happened.
Right. But he hasn't said anything. And I was also gonna say, do you guys remember how long it took for them with the video to lock up PNP murderers? Do you guys remember how
Man,
long?
it took like a week, I believe. I think that within 7 days they had him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. With this, it should be the same. It should have been more. It should have been quicker because they had more footage, you know, and they had people there. I'm just saying, like, what's the holdup?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I think a lot of people felt the same with the Young Dolph's case, you know, but you know, especially with them hearing the police chief say in the beginning that they had witnesses and they had people that was giving them information that knew what happened. It has taken this long. Of course, you know, they got straight dropping them almost immediately. And they kept saying it's an ongoing investigation because it was other people that had to be got. But it's not. It's one thing for somebody to tell you. It's good when you have people to point you in the right direction, but then you have to get about the business of getting enough proof that's going to hold up in court, because
Right.
they still have due diligence even when they're charged or indicted and things of that nature. They have their day in court, and they have to have enough evidence to get a conviction.
Exactly. But wasn't Straight Drop on the run also for a moment?
Yeah, he was on the run at one point.
A minute to get him. His situation, Young Dolph's situation, I can't compare it to this.
Mm-hmm.
No, in getting the suspects and stuff, because the picture that they gave us, we didn't really see a picture of a person's face, or there wasn't an argument, you know, like it's totally different. This case right here is like a, you know, a no-brainer. Like they were right there. Everybody that got into it was everyone that was standing right there. You know, this wasn't some people shooting through a glass window outside with masks on. These people didn't have masks on. I don't know.
Right. Well, the thing about it is, although they had masks on, y'all do know that when they left that location, they went and they have sky cams. I don't know if people know how accurate sky cams are. They have sky cams. They have cameras up all around the Memphis area, especially in, you know, okay, she dropped down.
Mr. Miller, what were you
especially in the crime riddled areas, that straight drop. I kept throwing out hints and saying Straight Drop was living in a high-priced high rise, and I was told that it was some video gotten when he went into that, because I'm told he had the same shit on. So, you know, hey, that all of that stuff will come out of court. I don't even like to talk. A lot of that stuff I don't even talk about, but I have been throwing out hints that that they did this.
And went straight to the apartment?
At some point he did.
Damn. That's crazy.
I never put the apartment name out because I didn't want people calling, acting like they was a damn police. They ain't got the video no more anyways. The police got it, but I just didn't want those people being harassed. Let's see. Never been to one of your great lives, but I like to respectfully minion most of these guys they catch are just fall guys. Yeah, I agree, but at some point they have participated. The thing about it is, let me ask you this, Ricardo, if they're the fall guys, do you think that the fall guys will give up the top guy?
It depends, because like I remember when I first started tuning into your channel, you kept mentioning something about how Straight Drop was turning on them because he felt that they were turning on him because every time he tried to call their phone, they wouldn't answer. You remember how you were saying that?
Yeah.
Well, that got me to think, did this guy ever get paid for the hit? So that's what I think. If Straight Drop got the money for the hit, I think he might stay loyal in that snitch. But I think if he never got that money, I think he's going to end up turning on them. That's what I think.
You would think if he had money, he would have gotten an attorney before.
Oh, but I'm going to be honest. If he gets an attorney, that's probably going to take all the money because he probably got paid no more than $500,000. And you know, an attorney's going to charge him like $200,000-$300,000 for that case. So I don't think he'd probably spend the whole bag that he got paid for the Dolph. He'd probably have to spend it on a lawyer.
No doubt it's going on a lawyer. And I don't think he got no $500,000. I could promise you that. And that's what I'm talking about. These folks throw their lives away for nothing. Even if it was $500,000, it would not have been worth what he did.
Nah, even $1 billion not worth taking somebody's life, man. Come on, man. It's sad, bro. But I mean, at the end of the day, all it takes is one person to snitch, right? Like one, as long as one.
You know what, LaRonda, that's true. LaRonda saying that now we're seeing why Straight Drop might have wanted to be moved.
Because he's gonna snitch.
I told y'all Straight Drop didn't want to do no 60 years. As far as Cornelius, a lot of people feel like that wasn't Cornelius out there. It was him. I think Cornelius got an attorney early on because his history is turning state's evidence. Okay, so but I think this is my opinion. I think he's been in survival mode, meaning he ain't gonna do 60 years, and people can take that how they want to.
Did they ever find that third guy, the guy that got released by Indiana jail? Was he ever found? But what's his name? Shondell?
That he's never been found. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that's pretty weird. I wonder where the hell he's hiding at.
It's got to be underground. It's got to be underground, and even the FBI got equipment to find you underground. So that's weird, ain't it? And what's even weirder is they don't even seem to be looking for him. That's what's weird to me.
Do you think maybe somebody took him out so he didn't open his mouth?
Nah, I don't think he's taken out. It's weird, but I don't think he's taken out. It's just hard for me to believe that he's outsmarting the FBI.
That's pretty hard to believe.
Kosi said they wouldn't do 60 years. Didn't Judge Coffee say 60 years, right? Judge Coffee said that if convicted, you would get 60 years. You talking about 800 pages and counting. That pretty much will reassure that. I don't think I kept saying Straight Drop don't want to do 60 years. He might do 30, but I don't think he want to do 60.
Wait, so the what they did doesn't carry life without parole?
Um, it it would, but Judge Coffey says that if convicted, a life sentence carries 60 years. You know, like in some,
Oh, so
yeah,
in Tennessee, your life sentence is not
yeah,
until
because you know, a lot of people think a life sentence is 25 years.
I thought a life sentence means until you die, like without parole.
For most life sentences, that's why a lot of people go. I mean, I think straight drop almost passed out. They didn't know that. A lot of people think that a life sentence is 25 years. It's not. That's why when Judge Coffey says a life sentence carries 60 years and up, you know, that look on their face changed. I don't think they knew that.
What did they think they were going to get? 24 months in county jail?
25 years. Because it used to be where a life sentence was 25 years.
I'm in Florida. A life sentence in Florida means you don't get out till you die.
Wow. That's how it should be, shouldn't it? But see,
Yeah.
every state is different. Mob ties and CMG, Texas and Tennessee has a connection, I believe. Shondell is not smarter than the feds. No, he's not. I find that weird. I have a cousin that is a police officer in Indianapolis. Actually, he's a police lieutenant. And he told me when I called him and when they were caught, he did say now that, and I'm gonna say this because I've already said it before, that somebody started cooperating immediately because they split them up. So hey, it's Indiana's jails are so strict. I can't believe they just opened the doors up and let him out like that. And then nobody has been looking for him, you know. And then when I called my cousin and asked him about him being mistakenly let out, he said, "Who was mistakenly let out?" He said, "We haven't got no bolos." Wow. You know, because they would have to send out his picture and stuff to every police department in the state of Indiana. I mean, so that they could, you know, be on the lookout for him. So they didn't know either that he had been mistakenly let out. So that whole little situation was kind of weird. He said finesse is for the avatar for Memphis now. Yeah, finesse is hard. Finesse is hard. Shout out to Finesse 2 times. I like Finesse a lot. I like that he's just getting his money and staying out the way. That's how it should be. You know, get your money and build generational wealth and make Memphis look good. Make your family proud, and that's how you do it. Kim says she think he in witness protection. I'm gonna call Boo again and see if there's been any updates on that Shondell case. That's my cousin. Someone else has been indicted on the Young Dolph's case. Yep. I just got the word, y'all. That you know, that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. Let's see. So even with this person being indicted, Ricardo, how many people do you think was involved in the Young Dolph's? Because you say you're from out of Florida. Just from the outside looking in, what do you think happened as far as the Young Dolph's case? Ricardo, you there? Are you there? I think you're on mute or something because we can't hear you. I think something happened with his phone. I don't know if they put it out in the news yet, but I know who the person is. He's probably the one who started cooperating immediately. Yeah, possibly. I think at least 20 to 25 people involved. You never know. You never know. You never know, y'all. You never know. Man, man, man. You never know. Okay, it's storming in Florida. Okay. I dropped the link. If anybody want to come up and talk about Young Dolph, we talking about Young Dolph. Y'all can. If anybody want to come up and talk about how Young Dolph has, inspired them, or talk about his case, y'all can do that. Because I said I wasn't gonna be on too long, because I got to get out of here anyways in a few minutes. But I was gonna give y'all the opportunity to. Thank you, Big L Dog TV. I keep looking at my phone to see if the news media has gotten a hold to it. Not yet. It's coming though, because they told me the feds had just got them though, so the feds had just got them. So it's true Big Moochie Grape locked up. I don't know if Big Moochie Grape is locked up or not. I don't know. But if the person that I'm talking about, it's not Big Moochie Grape. Hey Michelle, can you turn your camera on so that I can see your face in the back studio? Hey D Dog.
What's up, T?
Michelle, can you turn your camera on? Nobody can see you except for me in the back studio.
I seen what somebody said that Mob Ties probably had a connection with that shit.
With who? With Young Dolph's case?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what? The only thing I know about, I do know that it seems that J Prince Jr. and okay, hon, I see you.
So let me ask you, who is J Prince, man? Like the first time I heard of J Prince was with the Young Boy incident. That's the first time I ever heard of.
Yeah, the only thing I do remember, well, last night I was looking at J Prince Jr.'s page, and when Black Youngster's brother was killed, he was, he put up pictures in remembrance of him, all of them being together, and he was like, that's messed up, rest in peace. I believe they call him Heavy Camp TD or something, and he was like, that's messed up or whatever, and he was, just putting up pictures of him and Black Youngster and TD being together. But that was when TD died. That must have been some years ago. How you doing, Michelle?
How you doing? I'm doing well.
Well, that's good. You want us to talk about Young Dolph?
Yes. Okay. This is just what I want to ask. The whole reason why Young Dolph was killed was simply jealousy. Is that what I'm getting? Because that's what it.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I can see. It was just jealousy.
Yeah, pretty much. Cause shit, Dolph damn near ran the whole Memphis damn near shit.
Right. That is terrible. That is treacherous.
Yeah, Young Dolph was a money getting dude. I mean, he just even a lot of people that around the Memphis area, if they didn't necessarily care for him, they would say the only thing I could say is, even though me and that dude, we don't really mess with each other like that, he get money. That's a money getting dude.
Right.
He just knew how to make $1 out of 15 cents. He was just a money making machine.
And I hated it.
And people hated that, and that's sad. What, it's a crime now to be successful?
And then
I feel so bad for the children.
Every rapper that we listen to be the ones that die. Like why don't Usher die? Why don't Casey and JoJo die and shit? It always got to be a rapper.
Yeah. That is true. I feel so bad for the children. I was looking at her Instagram post coming up on the anniversary, and she's speaking about the children. And I said, those are the people who are affected. Dolph is, no disrespect, Dolph is dead now. Anything that you have for him is over. His children, who had nothing to do with anything, are the ones that are suffering because they're still here. It's not right.
Yeah, they are. His whole
I hate
family
that.
his whole family is
Yeah.
suffering. But a lot of people now, Young Dolph's Mia J is very vocal. I kept telling
Mhm.
people that y'all know that these people was doing what they were supposed to do as it relates to Dolph, because Mia J would have been vocal about that if she felt like he was not getting justice. If y'all notice, everybody
Right,
was quiet.
right, right, right. You're right about that. I didn't think about that. Well, justice for Young Doe. I
Yeah,
wish you guys
justice
a
for Young
great day.
Dolph.
Enjoy your holidays, everyone. I wish you guys a great day and please stay safe. I love you all.
I love you too. Thank you
Take
for
care.
coming
All right,
up.
salute.
If anybody else wanted to come up and say something about Dolph, you guys can definitely hit the link and come up. So, what was your favorite song that Dolph had, D Dog?
I say my favorite song by Dolph is probably talking the scale song, talking to my scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
probably one of my favorites.
Thank you, Big L Dog TV. I wish that if they had not given me a warning, I sure would play 100 shots. Oh my God, I just keep hearing that in my song. 100 shots. I want to play it, but I can't. They already gave me a warning.
What they get to 100 shots.
I want to play that song so bad.
So how many times did he get shot at?
Huh?
So how many times did he get shot at?
Well, I think he wrote that song. It was referring to when they shot up his van, and it was so many
And
bullet
that
holes.
was in
I
Charlotte,
think
right?
it was almost 100 bullet holes in there, but it was bulletproof. The van was. So he made that song. Um, of course, then that was in February of 2017, and then in September 2017, he was actually shot. They actually made contact with him and physically shot him, but he survived. They
Yeah, I do remember that.
he stumbled into a store in Hollywood and asked somebody. He asked the people that was working in the store. He said, "I've been shot. Can y'all get me some help?" And he passed out. And what pisses me off is you have people that, hey, hon, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing today?
I'm good. You want to talk about Young Dolph?
I did. I had one question that's always bothered me, and I don't know if it's gonna make sense to you or not. If you can make sense of it. So, straight drops charges this whole time. He's had double murder and attempted murder charges where Cornelius doesn't. Does any of that make sense to you as why he could have it on there twice for the same date?
It. I think it was because I don't know if he had an H number in front of that. If
It's money. You could tell Dolph had money by the way he was moving. Look at Dolph's funeral. How much? Do anybody know how much his funeral cost?
I don't know, but they said a casket just by itself costs 50 grand.
That
He
like
had
just by the way alone,
extra-
the way Dolph was moving, and 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 the way he was taking over, they couldn't stand. I feel like they couldn't stand it, man. It was that hate and all that animosity and the envy. You feel me? That's
yeah.
what I think it was. And they fucked around and finally got his ass. Rest in peace to Dolph, though. He a real one.
Yeah, he was a real one. They was wrong. Because
I
Doc was a human.
Yeah, I
Doc
never
was a
really
human
heard of
being.
Dolph like doing no fuck shit. You feel me? Like, oh, every time I heard of Dolph, he was always looking out. You know what I'm saying?
That
Like giving and shit.
He looked
that's why
out
he
for the
was hated
Memphis
so much. There
community.
wasn't no flaws.
Yeah, he looked out for the Memphis community. The little kids around Castelia used to love it when he came around because he always gave out money and stuff. Because he
And
said he wished that somebody would have did that for him. Because when he was growing up, he didn't have nothing. He just wished that somebody with some money would have pulled up on him and just started handing out money to them. And so that's why he did that to the kids in the hood.
Yeah, he said he used to sit there and pray somebody would just come drop off 10,000 out of nowhere because everything he could do with it. So he remembered
Yep.
having that feeling and wanted everybody else to be able to experience that or be blessed by that.
Yep.
So you don't think, getting back to that double charge, that couldn't have anything to do with possibly like a federal indictment coming? Because it's just so weird. There's double charges.
Yeah, it is. It's
Oh,
weird. It's
oh,
double
no.
charges. You have to think about now. That straight drop. I it's probably something else.
It has to be because
I just don't
Cornelius
know
ain't
what it
got him.
is.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hey, with that new indictment, is it somebody big?
It's somebody that y'all gonna know.
Hesitation. I know it is. Well, I can't stay on too long. I'm driving, but I appreciate everything you do and providing non-biased, real information for everybody. And I've been watching you since the beginning, so thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
All right,
salute,
you take it
salute to
easy.
you.
Bye
All
bye.
right.
All right, my man. But so Dolph is just like was just so real, bro. He would just hate it. That's basically what it was, man. And
It was.
and to be real, we need to stop this shit. Like I seen the other day when they took Kyrie off of the NBA roster. Off of, I don't know if y'all seen it, but he was talking about the Jews. Or I think it's a some type of documentary or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he had made a statement towards the Jews or something, and they took him off the NBA roster off of a comment. Off of a
But this is
comment.
what I can't understand because see, we as black people, we spend more money. And when I say black people, I include Hispanic people
Include
and
yourself
the
because you
middle
black.
class, the poor whites, because they kind of put middle class and poor white people, especially poor white people, they kind of put them in like a class with all black people too. Okay, so the system is not good. You know, they kind of deal with a lot of the same things that we deal with. But what I can't understand is you got the Jews that own almost everything. They own the media. They own the record companies, and the Jews. And I'm not talking about all the Jews, but is it okay for people, for Kyrie and for Kanye to be canceled, but it's not okay for us to say something to the Jews that these young men cannot get a record deal unless they are promoting violence in the black community and degrading black women, and we okay with that? So then there
Right,
has
like
to be some repercussions for the Jews. We can't buy their stuff.
exactly. Exactly. Like what if 21 Savage came out with a gospel album? Who gonna listen to that? Ain't nobody gonna listen to 21 Savage on a gospel album. Come on now. But what I really think should be happening in this music industry is what you're saying. All of the black people in the music industry, including label mates, the managers and all them, they need to come together and get money together instead of label mates going against other label mates. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what it really boiled down to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because and I don't really think it be them. I really think it be the people over them, like the managers and shit.
Yeah, it be the record heads and the record labels. They get funded by like these mega big record companies. Okay, so if their record label get a lot of money, let's just say like $100 million, because I think I was looking at one time on your guidance page where he had just gotten $100 million deal. Well, of course he's gonna have to pay that back, but probably somebody like a Clive Davis or somebody advanced him that money, okay? And so he's able to pay his artists, give them small advancements and stuff with that, and promote their music. But he still got to pay it back. But his artists got to make that money. But I mean, he had to make some deals to get that money.
And one of the deals was a sacrifice, probably.
Or to continuously promote violence in the black community.
Right. But it need to stop. And then I go on See, I be streaming and shit, and I do Instagram too also. So I'm on Instagram, and you know what I'm saying, I'm live, and people talking about. I think it's a dude named Bandman Kivo. He got this tattoo of Kanye West with a Trump supporter hat on, but he black though. It's a black dude, and he got Kanye West tatted on his freaking body with a Donald Trump hat that say "Make America Great Again." And, and under the tattoo, y'all won't believe what is under there. White lives matter on a black man. On a black
Wow.
man. This
Wow.
world is getting too out of hand. It's getting too out of hand. And not only that, when I sat down and watched the BET Awards, they got what's the dude that found the City Girls, the little gay little dude. What's his
Who,
name? JT or some
who?
shit. He was nominated though. He was nominated for like a BET award or some shit. Damn, I can't think of his name or whatnot. But that's why I say this music industry is so fucked up to where now they got gays. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got nothing against gay shit. You feel me? But like when I was watching 106 and Park BET Awards, they didn't have no flukes and phonies getting nominated for BET Awards.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I know this music industry is fucked up somewhere down the line.
Well, they have an agenda, and they use certain artists to promote that agenda. Um, they put they sensationalize certain artists, especially when they're trying to change something in the culture. You know,
But
they want
but
to make
what
it
but where
normal.
is
They
it?
want to desensitize us to certain stuff.
Okay, but what is it showing it? What is it showing our people and the people that's watching this shit, and our little
They
kids
try to make
and our
it
little
seem like it's
kids watching
okay.
this shit?
They want to make
Yeah,
it seem like it's
exactly.
okay.
But and it's not.
They saying that they're wanting to start putting in kindergarten, they want to start teaching children about homosexuality, about gay people, so that they won't feel a certain way about them. I feel this way: no kids got no business being taught anything about sex at no age. I mean, not at that age, not at no 5 years old, not
Nah, nah.
kids. So I don't think that's right. And so I think, oftentimes people don't know, they don't know their rights. Okay. They don't really know anything about government. So who's passing these laws? See, the thing about us is we complain, but we don't figure out who has the power and stuff to pass these laws, who's allowing this to happen. So then we zone in on that person who's passing these laws, who's making these decisions for stuff like this to happen, and then we vote them out. That's how we do
Right,
it.
right. And we just had a voting day. I think it was like 2 days ago, and I didn't even vote. And that's crazy. I didn't even vote. But for those who is watching, y'all please go vote, man. I think we're on the president vote coming up too. So if y'all eligible to vote, go vote.
Vet the politicians and then go and then vote for the one that's right. If you got a politician and he didn't ain't did nothing, if your life has not changed, nothing has changed in 4 years, don't reelect that politician. Plain and simple. Thank you. I've
Exactly
been
like
waiting to hear
Trump.
that they got somebody else. Absolutely. I've been saying that. I was so happy when I got the call. Well, as a matter of fact, I was told when I was downtown today because I had court. And the person was like, I'm gonna call you. And so the person just called me and said that the person was just got. That person was the feds just got him. And I
So
asked him, I
is
said,
it
are
is
you
it too late to
sure?
vote?
I said, are you sure this is in the, I said, are you sure this is for the Dolph's case? She said, this is for the Dolph's case. I asked him, I said, are you sure this is for the Dolph's case? She said, this is for the Dolph's case. And
I
it
feel
just
like
gives me
every
a
vote count.
relief.
I feel like people need to vote though, because they saying that Donald Trump about to get locked up. That's the first goddamn president I ever heard that's about to get locked up. Ex-president about to get locked up. They say he had some type of secret files or some shit that he was holding on to.
Hillary Clinton has some secret files too. They ain't do nothing to her.
So what is they hiding that they trying to lock this man up?
Yeah, they want to lock him up because they know he was gonna run again. And I don't mean no harm, but when Donald Trump was in office, my business made 4 times what it would normally make because he had that money circulating. So, and I ain't talking about with no loans either. I'm talking about folks coming in getting business from me. So, it seemed like since Biden been in office, gas prices gone up. It, only okay. He working on what people don't know is Biden is him and Kamala working on a new bill now. He was the person that helped with that 3 strikes law, that 3 strikes bill, where a lot of those innocent black men are in jail, or black men are in jail for life for misdemeanors. He has not even tried to reverse that. Ain't no black man or no other man or woman got no business in jail for life for no marijuana, especially since they made it legal. Okay. So now him and Kamala working on a new crime bill because they say crime is out of control. So now he get ready to go back and get the rest of the black men that he didn't get the first time. And it ain't gonna be the hardcore criminals because they, for some reason, they leave them out so that they can continuously cause destruction.
Somebody said that's not Biden in our office. That's somebody else.
Well, who is it?
That's what. So who the hell is it? If it ain't Biden,
The president does not determine the price of gas. The oil companies do. Well, it seemed like to me, it seems like to me there ought to be some laws in place because of this gouging. And I think the government can do something when these companies start taking their prices up real high. Because I thought that there were laws against gouging too high, but they ain't doing nothing about it.
nah, they ain't gonna do nothing about it.
Biden funds. That's absolutely. That's what it is. That's why they're working on a new crime bill. Everybody wanted him in, so he get ready to get the rest of them. Hey, Valerie.
Hi, Mr. Mayor. I was listening to the show, and you were talking about Dolph and the feds and all that. So, because I live in California, how are we gonna find out? Are they gonna just put it out there in the
It'll be
news?
look at the Memphis News. Google it, like News Channel 13, News Channel 3.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep Googling it until you see it, because I've been waiting for them to put it out too, but I don't know how long it's gonna be because I was told that the feds had just got them.
Mm-hmm. Did they tell you who?
Yeah, they tell me who.
Is it a person that we know?
Probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, thank you. I'm glad that we're getting closer for Dolph. I'm really happy about that. My heart's
it's still just beginning. It's still, even with that's just one more person, but it's not the end.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Is you still do the investigations, private investigations?
I do.
Okay.
But I want to put this out there for the record. I've never. I do private investigations. Like, right. I do DA. I do investigative work for the DA's office, for the federal attorneys or whatever. But and for the Shelby County DA's office. But I have not worked on the Dolph's case at all.
Right. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you have a blessed day and thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.
So it's private investigation. That's like top secret or some shit, probably.
Yeah. Well, it depends on who hires you. I mean, it's secretive, yeah, but It kind of depends on who hires you. Like if the DA's office will hire you if let's just say there was a case that they had and they are working on it now. That's after the Memphis police finished working on it and the DA's office now has it and they're preparing to go to court. So they have investigators that are on staff, but oftentimes if they have a lot of cases, they will outsource the work to private companies, right? And so if they need to locate witnesses, if they need to, if it's that's for the federal, if it's a capital murder case, they need you to find more witnesses. They need a little bit more evidence. They need you to find people, get out and talk to people. That's kind of what they hire us for.
Okay.
And take statements. But I've never worked on the Dolph's case. I never, Dolph has a dream team. And the
Have
reason
you
I
ever
keep
been to
saying this,
Memphis?
huh?
Have you ever been to Memphis?
I was born and raised in Memphis.
Oh, see, I learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm. Born and raised in Memphis.
So Tennessee ain't too far from where I'm at. I'm in North Carolina, so Tennessee really the next door state. But I still haven't been down there. So
I heard North Carolina. How is the crime there? I heard it was really beautiful, but how is the crime there?
oh shit, I don't really know because I don't really be participating in it, but it'd be a little bit here and there. But my favorite rapper is the baby. So with all these rappers going on, bro, all these rappers dying. I pray that the baby don't die, man. Cause if he do, bro, I'd be so hurt, bro. Cause like he made it out of North Carolina, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if he die or something end up happening to him, the whole North Carolina gonna go crazy. Just like Memphis went crazy for Dolph. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I say it's just too many of my favorite rappers dying, man.
Yeah.
If I could do something, I'd do it. Lee, what's up? Cat Lee.
Catalia Lee. Yeah. All right, you guys. I gotta go. I said that I just wanted to get on here and drop that. Justice. Y'all put those dolphin signs in the chat. I got a case I gotta go out on, and I gotta be there pretty soon. But just in between that, I was able to get on here and talk about that. But y'all put those dolphins in the chat, y'all, please. And we want to send out a speedy justice for young Dolph and his family. Justice for young Dolph. Shout out to the FBI. Shout out to the DEA, Monimo. They're doing the damn thing. Shout out to Memphis homicides investigators that work around the clock. The Memphians really appreciate them for what they're doing. They're the ones that solve the Dolph's case. They're the ones that's out there, feet on the ground, boots on the ground, doing what they're supposed to do as it relates to getting young Dolph's family justice. Okay, shout out to them. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys so much. I got to go out on a case. I'll talk with you later.